Hello YouTube. Hello everyone. I don't know if you can hear me well. So before I start, I'm gonna see if somebody comes on. I have a different mic and I don't have so much confidence in it. Not sure if it's better or worse. So good evening everybody on this beautiful gray rainy day, at least here in Michigan it is. Um, I took a little time off, but I'm back full speed. I'm back to Michigan and have a short topic today that we will continue soon, possibly even later today. Hey Lawrence, hey Bob, can you guys hear me okay? So I'm using a new mic. I'm not sure how well it works. Can you just send me something in the chat? I understand it's probably not great because I tried it before. Yeah, it's a little low. Oh, Lawrence says I can hear you loud and clear. Really? So guys, I guess I'm gonna stick with it. I don't know. My regular stuff that I used disappeared somewhere. So I don't have too long of a time today. All right. Okay. Good, Lawrence. Thank you so much. Thank you. If somebody here who is watching my videos knows a good mic that works with the iPad, please let me know. Send me the link. I don't know. Send me the mic, whatever you want to do, because I would like to improve the quality of the video. So it's gonna be a short one. Possibly I'll come on again tonight later on. So the topic is, she is your lady, not your body. This is one of the things I've noticed in American culture, mostly between younger men. I would say 20s, 30s, under 40 years old. A lot of times, men try to be, so to speak, friendly. Okay, somebody's saying that they can barely hear me. Okay, can you tell me if this is better? Guys, is this better? Can you hear me better like that? Please let me know. Hi, Stan. So is it better without mic? So I took the mic out right now. Better? Oh my god. Ah, I got scammed. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'll try maybe to cut this part of the video or whatever. Okay, so let's get right into this. So a lot of times in American culture, I believe, possibly because of the feministic movement, or I don't know, just sort of like a fashion thing. It's kind of it's considered kind of cool to communicate, cool, quote unquote, to communicate with a woman as if she's your body, being tapping her, without any sensual feeling to it, just like this. I always stop men doing that, even if they're my friends. I'm a woman, and you don't tap me on the shoulder like you would tap your friend. But especially if that's somebody that you're romantically interested or you are in relationship with, when you do this kind of thing and you call them hey, there is no name, you forget, quote unquote, you don't say the name, you tapping them on the shoulder, you forget the polite words, and you basically talk to them almost in a slang language. It's it's not only unpleasant, but it's also disrespectful, and it's you really killing you really sabotaging your chances with this person, whether you already in a relationship, it's somebody new, no matter what it is. But um, if you continuously do that, you basically creating a friend zone. Especially on my channel, we talk more about Eastern European women. We don't want to be your body. We don't want you to call us for beer and watching a game. We don't want us once again to touch us in unaffectionate way, like masculine way, how you touch each other, tipping on the shoulders, or whatever you do. You can do that, but it's always have to have a tender touch to it, because you just ruining your chances. The woman will associate your touch with something very unpleasant. And of course, it is the verbal, it is the words that you use, mm, the way you refer to a person. This whole hey thing, you know how when people start dating and texting to each other, they either say their name or they create some sweet baby name or whatever it is, and they just hey, and then it's just nothing. You talk to somebody like there is blank. Ukrainian women are very sensitive to it. Russian women. I had a consultation today with somebody who told me, I like your insights, and I like that often they really apply. They are really universal sort of advice when you go deeper. And I believe that in any country, if you have a feminine woman that you're interested in, she doesn't want to be referred as your body, as your, you know, friend that you play sports with, or your colleague. She doesn't want that. Your language, your voice does make a big difference. And when you starting to be low effort, you low effort in whatever you do, the way you call a lady, things you plan for her, things you do together. The point is to create the polarity. So the so-called, I call it body language, Buddy. The way to kill the chemistry in polarity is to having this casual sort of conversation. You know, all the good between a man and a woman is based on a polarity. If you think about this, the female body and the male's body, there is a very distinct polarity. So these two bodies together can produce and create amazing things. So when you try to deny that, maybe because you're nervous, you're a bit insecure, maybe you're afraid to show your feelings, or maybe you feel that low effort worked with the other girl you were with, the one that slept around, never never showed up to the world presentable, was real sloppy. um, if that worked with that girl and you decide to level up, do not think that this gonna work with anybody else. And it's not even about impressing somebody. It's something about being learning how to be better you and how to show respect that comes within. Once again, not to place a role. If you want to be sloppy, if you want to be low effort, if you want to be uninvolved, you will find women that totally fine with that. But it's not going to be anybody spectacular. It's not going to be somebody that um, be so special. Just a minute. Okay. All right. So sorry guys, a lot going on here. I knew as soon as I start making live video, things gonna happen. But anyways, so once again, I'm gonna repeat the last song. So the right sentences. So um, you can definitely find a low effort. Uh, you can be low investment and low effort. And my special video about this is coming soon, possibly later today or tomorrow, about a low effort and low investment man. But often men are upset about being friend zoned. Often men are upset that she doesn't want to have sex with you anymore, that she doesn't want to be intimate anymore, that she doesn't, she stopped doing the makeup, she stopped doing the, she stopped flirting, she stopped doing all these things. Well, I have a question. Why would you flirt with your body? Why would you flirt with somebody who treats you like such? Once again, it's a fashion here in US, and under especially with people under 40 years old or so, in their 20s and 30s, who date. And it's kind of cool to, we are all human. There is no gender difference, but there is a huge big difference. And once again, polarity is killed by denying the differences, and by um, speaking plain language, where there is no flirtation, there is no game, and it's boring. It's not boring when you are with the man who is your body, because I can relate to this. I have a lot of men friends ever since I remember myself, and um, that's a whole different conversation. But even with my true friends, there is always some tenderness, because even though we are really good friends, I'm still a woman, and I feel that it makes me feel good. Still the chair gets moved, the door gets open, and the hugs are nice and warm, because everybody um when you are secure, when you're not worrying, a lot of men trying to do the body talk when they're trying to reduce their anxiety. But there is nothing really to be anxious about so much. It's just everything you do, you contribute to the future, the way the future will go in a particular relationship. So when things get plain and boring, um, you can blame somebody, or you can step up your game. We definitely do not want to be treated like your men friends, like your guys. And that's why in my early videos I referred to guys who like sports a lot, and like being in the basement all day, watching sports. um, you have to have understanding that your lady might not be particularly thrilled doing that all day, and you have to have some plan. You have to talk about these things before, because let's see what happens through the years where men and women become buddies. Women um, stopped taking care of themselves. Why do I need to do my makeup if I'm just hanging out with my friend? Why do I need to put nice attractive, something nice and pretty dress when I'm here with my body? Why? So this all contributes. And a lot of you, I know, watching my videos because you wanna meet somebody from Eastern Europe, or at least check it out for yourself. And I can tell you 100% that that's not what Ukrainian and Russian and Slavic women like. You do have to go extra mile to level up. There is nothing wrong with leveling up your everything about you. And there is nothing wrong. I think every person that's living and want to be better, there is nothing wrong with becoming better and just becoming a better, more conscious person that knows better, and knowing how to treat people. People will forget what you told them, what you did with them sometimes, even places you went, sometimes you forget, but you never forget how somebody makes you feel. So, being perfectly in your masculine energy, being in your leading energy, it's it is creating a positive environment for females that's taking pride in being females. They just want to be led. They just want to relax. Just want to feel pretty. So, um, okay, my whole camera might fall at any minute. So, guys, don't get me wrong. Hey everybody, so that's just a few thoughts. I'm gonna make videos follow up with that, a little bit more into depth. I just want to say hi everybody. I'm by the way, I just visited another interesting state where women definitely are bodies. There are um, green hair, piercing, tattoos, jeans, sneakers, and I tell you what, it's not fun because you look at something pleasure, you're trying to see something pleasurable for your eyes, and you can't. So if you have a lady that takes care of herself, if you have a lady that makes you feel good, watch out what language you use. Watch out what body language you use, because you can stimulate and encourage her to stay in that feminine essence. Because we do another thing. We, as women, very often we turn to mothers. So you treat us like we don't exist, like we are some uh, friend, but we often turn to your mama. So this is also not a good, it's not good um, sexual energy. It's not sexual at all, because if that's your mother, that's our response to your body language. So we only focusing on what you ate, what you did, what you should do, kind of like worrying about this and that, basically turning into mother. So that kills that polarity pretty badly, and you know nobody in their own mind gonna be attracted to their mother that way. But unfortunately, a lot of times we grew up watching that behavior when women allow themselves to treat their man like he's a little boy. Yes, we feel this way sometimes, I'll tell you honestly. We feel this way sometimes, but we should never allow ourselves to treat you as such, because that's exactly what will happen, and that connection will be just messed up. Because if there is no um, good exchange of those energies that cause polarity, the relationships become stale and boring. Yes, so maybe you should get a vocabulary. Maybe you should, a dictionary, and learn some more words. Maybe you should watch some movies. Like for example, my example for a great polarity and exciting conversation would be from the movie Gone with the Wind, with Clark Gable. I remember watching that movie, being I don't know, for the first time I watched it. I don't know, I maybe was 12 or something, and Clark Gable just evoke a little woman in me. I wanted to respond to his wittiness. I wanted to interact with that kind of communication, because he was very witty, very manly and very smart, and you definitely he had that thing about him. So that is for me. Maybe for you, it's I just right. Frankly, my dear, I just don't give a damn. I would say the modern day, it could be Steve Carell. I don't watch that much of movies or TVs at all, but even I know Steve Carell and his ways of communication. It can be anybody, but if um, you don't have to be a copy of somebody, but what you do um, is you create your own language. You create a way to connect with somebody. You can see how your lady reacts when you refer to her certain ways. Women always show when they, you maybe make them a special nickname, or you do certain, body language, or certain look, certain things. You have to keep that fire. Of course, you can't be flirting 24/7. You can be playful 24/7. You might sometimes have moments, but try not to raise your voice, and not to be flat when you speak, not to be loud and disrespectful. And when you ask them to do something for you, ask it with um, ask it genuinely, ask it in such a way that she can't say no. You have to find a way. um, if you just say, hey, go check if my code is here, or you start bossing around, or you just, you never say please. Not just, and even when you say these good words and you mean them, that's a whole, that's a whole different stories than just saying them on autopilot. So it's all in your hand, it's all in your hands, and you can discover yourself as a man you didn't even know you are or you were. You might, I understand that with having the whole feminism movement, for men sometimes you have to be genderless. You basically have to cut your balls. Sorry for my language. You have to do that sometimes in order to fit in. But if you listen to my advice, if you go abroad, if you're dating abroad, or if you're dating a feminine female here in US, you gotta develop that language that make you feel more masculine and make you feel more feminine. It's not that hard. Once again, when we communicate with somebody, we feel, when we communicate with people, we feel their reaction, right? Let me guys get on the chat. I still have a couple more minutes to go. It's been a long time, I have to say. I really missed everybody. So good to be here. Lance Taylor, thank you so much for the contribution. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's wonderful to see you, and everyone. We are right now working. So right now I'm gathering a group of people. We're doing through via Patreon, and I'm creating a new sort of um, VIP Club 2019. So if you want to be part of it, you can ask me for details. You can sign through Patreon. We're gonna have our calls. I'm a little bit in a process because I need to gather everything up, but people have been signing. You can go on my Patreon page. You can just Google Veronica also on Patreon. And so as if your subscription is 40 and up, you're automatically getting the benefits of being on Patreon and everything that's going to be happening there for now. I'm not saying it's going to be like this forever, but for now. And you are going to be an active member of the VIP club. So it's taken me a minute to build this all up because we were taking a break, but I am getting better at things. I'm learning. I'm very excited to say that I am taking some classes, I'm studying. So that is one of the reasons I might have a little less of me on YouTube. But I am excited to go into the roots and become better. And for those of you who's thinking my personal consultations, the best days for this at this moment is Tuesday and Thursday. So if you need to contact me, you can comment under the video, or you can send an email to consultveronica@gmail.com. I have email on my website, but I don't, somehow it doesn't come to me that often. So it's best if you just use Gmail. So I'm gonna read some comments. Once again, thank you for supporting this channel, guys. I really appreciate it. That makes this boat floating. um, Thank you for the compliments. I appreciate it. I just came back yesterday and trying to get some rest. So thank you so much. I always feel so lucky when I get online and find you live. Thank you, Brian. Hi, Glenn. Good to see you. I'm glad you guys supported my appreciation of Clark Gable. I wish he could give some masterclass. If you ask me, he's top of the line. But once again, you gotta be you. I'm not trying to say, I can already see somebody commenting and saying, oh my god, she wants us to be somebody else. No, I'm just saying that have game going. Even though we tell everybody that, oh, we like natural each other, but if you go low effort natural, trust me, it's not gonna work. And I won't go into details, but we're gonna talk about high maintenance versus low effort in my next video. Is she high maintenance or are you low effort? I saw that post by Relationship Rules, and I was like, this is great. We're gonna talk about this. So Brian is saying here, if you want a woman in your life, you must be a man. I agree, darling, very much. There is a difference between women here and Ukrainian women. They understand the dynamic. Yes, but guys, at the same time, maybe not all of you gonna meet a Ukrainian woman. I have to say that US is a huge country. England, Europe. Actually, there are women that are very feminine, and they cannot express it because younger men and just men in general a lot of times feel pressure, and they just afraid to spark conversation or make a compliment or whatever. Okay, Lawrence is saying, I think, and correct me, Veronica, women subconsciously like the assertive, mysterious, and unpredictable side of men. Well, that's definitely part of it. Just like the men do not like women they know everything about. That is part of it's part of the deal. It's just these things should be basically they should be they should just be a natural thing in a relationship. We have this tendency to tell everything about us in the first date. So being mysterious, it's in a normal sort of way, it just means, have your confidence and do not have a need to tell every single detail of your last 40 years of life on the first date. That can be called as mysterious. Unpredictable, and if you know how to surprise somebody, that is great. Okay. Brian is saying a woman is gentle, soft, and deserve respect. That doesn't mean they are weak. The difference between a bamboo and a rock, both are strong, but one sways in the wind. That's exactly right, Brian. I actually have a video about this. We have different kinds of strengths. We have different kind of characteristics, and it doesn't make us weak. And Guys, the thing is, once again, gentlemen, um, once again, we are equal in our rights. We are all human beings, but we're just not the same. We were not meant to be the same. And those things that create good connection and attraction and fun and joy, they are things that are playing out. They are coming from our polarities. In modern days in mainstream media, they try to do everything to make that line between our, like, pretend that there are no polarities. We are the same. We are buddies. We are comrades. We are, I don't know. So you don't have to do anything out of this world. You don't have to do perform magic or go finish school for it. But just remembering that women want to be flirted with. They want to feel like date is a date. If you if you see that your lady, she has, she puts some effort to be there, she dresses up, she's in a celebrity mood, be like that. Don't show up like you just going to the gym. And that's gonna be, I'm gonna talk about this in the next video, this kind of thing. All right. Yeah, a good woman stand could be found anywhere, and the feminine women will open up and bond with you in anywhere in the world if you show some good masculine traits. If you're not showing masculine traits, they just don't see you as a man. I want to tell you a big secret about Ukrainian women. If you're not showing your masculine nature, they can appreciate you as a friend, as a companion, as a good guy. That's all you need when you love a woman or when you're attracted to her. But they're not gonna see you as a man. They're gonna, oops, fur. They're gonna see you as um, their little brother. That's just my thing, for example. When somebody is acting like a little boy, or well, not gonna go into details. I feel empathy and sometimes sympathy, and that guy, that man friend, is my little brother. So there's only brotherly feelings involved. So as if you have a woman that looks at you like you're her little boy, eventually your sexual desire gonna disappear forever, because in your own mind that's not something that you probably would like to have. It's just unnatural. All right, guys, I have 19 people on a call, so I'm gonna read a few more messages. Don't forget to put some thumbs up. You know that when you do that, it helps other people to see the video. And share if you can. That would be great. Mm-hmm. That's a good topic, Lawrence. I will consider talking about this, about your strangeness matching your interest. It's a very good topic. You've been giving me a lot of good topics ideas, Lawrence. I'm running. I'm gonna make sure I talk about this too, about matching the interest. Levant something says, I had a Russian girlfriend that was immature, not caring. That's your problem. Now she's working in a foreign country in a strip bar. What kind does this? The kind who is trying to find a better life. And if you realize that you were immature, not caring, you have no mental or moral right to judge anybody, because you did not show up as a man who takes care and takes responsibility. So it now called none of your business. I'm just saying how it is. If you're new to my channel, don't take it personally, but I don't like to beat around bushes. How you call it? Beating around the bush. I don't do all of that, so I'm just telling you the truth. Um, Not everybody have the way to make a better life. That's their way, and it's, if you were not there, not being able to support, oh well, oh well. I love the scenes commando says men that want to bond with women should dress their age. Don't dress like a little kid. Oh, I cannot stress that more. The hoodies and all that BS, the sweatpants on a date. Even if you're a handsome man, you're gonna look ugly. You and I are precisely of the same mind with regard male and female relationships. Thank you, Brian. I'm glad to hear that. Is it safe to travel to Kharkiv? Yes, it is. So, oh, hello, Lori. Lori is saying, hello, Veronica. I was just waiting for my daughter's dance class to get over, and you were on. Great topic. Thank you, Lori. I presume I have a female on my channel, so feel free to comment and watch maybe more when you are done with your daughter. And I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. Here we are. How to say your name short? You don't need to say my name short. Having a long name is also part of the feminine nature. I am not cat, pet, whatever, 3 letters. I have nothing against. I have friends with short names, but I don't have a short version for my name. I do not have a short version for my name at this moment, unless that's something intimate. So you will have to put some effort and learn how to say Veronica. I know it's a lot to ask, but this is exactly what I'm teaching. So if I am with a body, if I'm with a body and he will, you know, will start giving me short names, and makes them sound masculine. Have you noticed how masculine? I didn't know that in US you can call a lady Chris. In Ukraine, you can never call a lady Taylor or Chris or Jen or Pat, or I don't know. And I have nothing against it. Some people, they grew up here, it sounds normal to them, but um, take the effort, guys. There is a difference when somebody you are in intimate relationship with, and they create um, a special name for you, just for you and them. That's a whole different story. It can be short, it can be long, but it's going to be special. All right, so the thing is starting to, and I'm getting a little bit late, so I gotta get on the road. Levent, I really don't know, but it's just not your business at this point. You were not there to support, you were not there to take responsibility, so they probably did not make the choice because they have a great life. They probably had to figure out how to take care of themselves. I'm happy to not be in that position, but you say you're not judging, but you're doing exactly that. You are exactly judging, and it's not your business. You lost your chance that you had. So that's something to learn from. Some women, when they are smart, yes, exactly, they do that because they need money. Maybe they have older parents, maybe they have a child, whatever. Okay, last thing before I go, guys, because I really gotta go. So what I want to say is this. Um, when I was visiting some people, some friends, there was a girl. There was a girl who I met, and she was a professional stripper. I mean, she actually was a professional musician. She sang opera and all kinds of crazy things like that. She has classical education, and she was making $30,000 or whatever as that. And then she's good dancer too, so somehow she went into that business, and she was wise and smart. She made loads of cash because she was smart here. She had her rules. She had her things. She was extremely intelligent. I would never guess in a million years if somebody say, hey, this is a stripper, because of course, like all the other human beings, I have we all judge whether we want it or not. But now she lives in a $1 million house that the money from she had invested and the things she created, and she has a wonderful husband. And some of us not have a perfect book story line for our life. She also didn't do it for the faint of heart, but she figured out, and she was very smart. She was a great dancer. She found places. I mean, I would not wish that because some people can get into drugs, into drinks, into and start selling themselves for sex and so on, which is no good. It's a terrible thing. But she was very strong and very smart, and now she's living incredible life, and she's a wonderful person. So my point on judging is this: if you aren't paying somebody's bills, you have no business judging them, period. Unless you're paying their bills, their livelihood depends on you, you take care of them, yeah, then you can take it, say your opinion. If you're not, goodbye my love, goodbye. That what you think does not matter. You guys are very welcome. Seeing it doesn't mean that I don't have a short version, but I prefer when people put a little bit of effort and put my whole name, because that makes me feel good. So guys, thank you so very much for being here. I will see you soon. We're gonna talk about low effort versus high maintenance. So if you have some thoughts brewing to it, get them brewing. Are Ukrainian women or feminine women or classy women, are they high maintenance, or are you maybe have been so far a low effort? Maybe some men used to be low effort. So thank you so very much, my dear friends, for being here.